Over the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to introduce Solve Tomorrow. And at Solve Tomorrow, we're reimagining internships. So you may ask, why do you need to reimagine an internship? Well, there's a few problems out there, and we believe by solving these problems, it will help enhance internships for students. The first problem is students lack the opportunity to gain impactful real world experience. And when we say impactful real world experience, we're talking about being able to take those classroom learnings and be able to translate them into an actual problem a business is facing. The second piece is there's a lot of small businesses right now that are in desperate need of tech solutions. And we believe there's a connection here. But first off, at Solve Tomorrow, we believe that you can only make an impact if you solve a real problem. And that's what we're doing. We're making the connection. We know IST students have creative technology solutions, and we understand small businesses have real problems they're facing today. And we want to connect the two to be able to provide students the opportunity to solve real business problems while also giving small businesses the opportunity to grow and adapt in this time. And at Solve Tomorrow, that's what we're about. We're all about creating a community of interns to go help small businesses solve problems they're facing with tech solutions. And when we look at what an internship really is, we believe there's three key pillars to what a valuable internship is. And number one is there's a community aspect. We understand that being a part of a community is a really important aspect of an internship. We want our interns to be able to feel like they're part of a bigger mission, and we're going out to solve and engage that mission as a whole. The second piece is real world experience. The best way in order to enhance your skills and marketability in the job market is to have a portfolio of real world experiences. And today we feel like students just don't have the opportunity to get as many real world experiences as they should before they graduate. Thirdly, mentorship. We believe whenever you're going throughout a new venture in your life or trying to strive towards a different goal, it's always best to be mentored and learn from those who have already done it before. So with those three pillars, we're bringing them together to create the Solve Tomorrow internship. So how does it work? Solve Tomorrow is a 12-week internship where you will solve 3 small businesses problems through 4-week design thinking sprints. It will start off by interns being grouped together in a sprint, and they will be assigned a mentor from industry based on the skills they're looking to accomplish. Secondly, interns will then start solving a real problem a business is facing with the tech solution. And these are done through those 4-week design thinking sprints. And if you're not familiar with design thinking, by the end of it, you'll be an expert in design thinking. Thirdly, groups will then pitch their solutions back to the business at the end of the sprint. We feel like this is an extremely important aspect of the design thinking phase to end the 4-week design thinking sprint because it gives the students an opportunity to really be able to pitch their impact story back to that business. Fourth is the winning solutions will then be showcased by Solve Tomorrow in the business. And even though your solution might not win, it still is extremely valuable as the fact that you will now have a real world experience to add to your portfolio or resume. But that's not it. There's other things that we're providing our interns in this opportunity. First off is we understand when you go work at a company that has an internship program that usually they'll assign you some type of path, whether it's like a dev intern, a PM intern, a data science intern. That will be the role or title they give you throughout the summer. But at Solve Tomorrow, we understand that you might not understand what path you want to go down. So having a variety of paths to try out could be important. So let me give you an example. So if you want to be a software engineer intern, you can spend the first 4 weeks of that design thinking sprint solely focused on being a software engineer. You can do the design thinking framework as a software engineer. You can do the prototyping as a software engineer. And after that 4 weeks is up, you might say, yes, I love software engineering, and this is the path I want to continue going down. But there's an alternate as well, too. You might say after that 4 weeks, I don't like being a software engineer, and I want to try to be a PM because I think I have a really strategic mindset, and I like road mapping. So after that 4 weeks, the next 4 weeks and the second small business problem, take the PM path and see if that's a better path for you. The second piece is the interns will learn how to tell their impact story. This is extremely important because we feel that being able to tell your impact story is extremely valuable in the marketplace. We know interns throughout the summer are going to make an impact on these small businesses, but we want to also make sure they're able to articulate that impact story back to recruiters or back to their professors or back to whoever, right? Because we know that impact you make is going to be large. We just want to make sure you can phrase it and really frame up that impact story as well too. And lastly, we understand our interns will want to learn about new technologies. So on a weekly basis, we'll be providing learning sessions. For example, if you want to be a data scientist, you will want to understand what tools are data scientists using in the industry. So we may have a session where we bring a data science and industry to come talk about Power BI or Tableau. And you'll be able to learn how to use those tools, and maybe you can even implement those into your prototyping. So now that you understand what Solve Tomorrow is and how it works, we want to give you an example of what a small business problem might look like that you'd face this summer. So Comet Tavern is a small tavern in Seattle with a really unique atmosphere and exciting nightlife. But one of the problems they're facing today is due to COVID-19 restrictions, Comet Tavern cannot provide the unique in-person atmosphere it is known for providing its customers. So one question they would ask is, how can we replicate this atmosphere virtually? We want to be able to bring our community of customers back together because that's what they do in our physical space. How do we replicate this in a virtual manner to still provide that unique atmosphere to our customers? And we want our interns to come up with unique technology solutions to help out Comet Tavern through this. Help them adapt, help them adopt new tech solutions. So they have to be quick and agile, and they have to be actually something feasible to implement. This isn't some hypothetical business problem that you're going to be solving. Our end goal with these business problems are that the solution that your team or your group comes up with is actually something the business could then take and actually create a solution and implement it into their day-to-day. So that's what having an impact is all about, is being able to actually take that solution, have it fit the problem the business is facing, and then be able to give them the path to implement it. So that is the Solve Tomorrow internship. We're extremely excited to provide this opportunity to Penn State students, and we believe that if you spend your summer with us, you're going to have immense value and an immense impact story to tell others down the road. Thank you.